So as the forlorn Viva is taken out onto the infield, this is a complete restart. This will be a full restart over the 25 laps. There's the forlorn Viva of Lee Wood out on the infield. So great shame for Lee, but hopefully this will still be a good race. Graham Boyd, the man that I initially thought was the one clipping the wires, in fact looking none the worse for wear, it was in fact Lee Wood that went out in that shower of sparks. This wire and rope affair here at Wimbledon can be infamous if you're caught in it, and that's unfortunately what happened to Lee. So as we may have overheard there from the actual announcer and commentator at this meeting, they can see that the damage to the Lee Wood car may not appear to be quite as bad as we would have first thought and worried, but nevertheless he is out, and we're taking them round again on this complete restart. So it will be 2:10 Hughie Weaver trying to thwart the efforts of 198 Andy Donut Stewart, who has still got to be considered the race favourite. Darren Owen though proving that he's quite fast, and then we have 924 Stuart Wright on row 3 with Graham Boyd. So watch out for these 5 as they try and look to make a clean break of it as we go racing once again. Donut spun! And listen to the crowd! And that is a shock, a huge shock. So it's now down to Darren Owen and Stuart Wright to try and chase Hughie Weaver in 2:10. Graham Boyd in 4th. 101 John Bowring 5th. Then comes Jamie Johnson. Dave Stevens, 121 Charlie Shembry, 144 Tim Foxlow. Hughie Weaver in trouble, and Darren Owen takes it up, and this is a very, very unexpected race. So Darren Owen, the Hales Owen area, dangerous Darren is leading the Classic Hollywood Best of Britain. 924 Stuart Wright in 2nd place, ahead of 445 Graham Boyd in 3rd. Here's the battle of 4. On the inside goes 271 Jamie Johnson, side by side with 101 John Bowring. Tim Foxlow in the mix with that pack. Not a lot of room. They clip the curve with 9:11. Harry Stewart right there with him at the tender age of 16. So a bit of a gap. As we look at the leaders once again, and Darren Owen is on his way in car 8. First gone through, second goes through, 924 still under pressure from Graham Boyd in the Austin 840. Here's the battle though, all about Jamie Johnson with 121 Charlie Shembry all over his back bumper. Tim Foxlow on the inside of 101 John Bowring, not a lot of room again, but he's there, making his count in his Mark II Escort with 911 Harry Stewart right there with him, and here comes the recovering 198 Andy Donut Stewart. Donut right the way behind his nephew in car 911. And look at Harry making it move. Harry now looking for the inside line on Tim Foxlow, and he's got it. Tim forced out wide, Andy Donut Stewart is through, and Charlie Shepley retires to the infield. Meanwhile, the man ahead is away and gone. Number 8 Darren Owen with a huge lead. There's Deadly Daz, number 1. Second place, 4:45 Graham Boyd, having taken that second place from 9:24 Stuart Wright. At this the halfway stage in the final. Hanging on for grim death is 271 Jamie Johnson, but here comes 198 Andy Donut Stewart on his outside. Then comes Harry Stewart in 911. 72 Gary Godsman and 101 John Barry. Tim Foxlow has lost quite a few places in this race. Look at Steve Knight and Dave Stevens. Dave Murphy in 419, a new driver to the sport, and we're great to have him on board. Darren Owen is about to lap him in car number 8. That's through for another one. Huge gap for second. And now in 4th place is 198 Andy Donut Stewart. Recovering after his lap 1 spin. He's ahead of Jamie Johnson and Harry Stewart. Oh, we have one to the fence, I believe. Didn't quite catch who it was. Graham Boyd and Stuart Wright go through. There goes Daz. So perhaps not the most epic of finals, but this is how sometimes the cookie crumbles. As Daz has absolutely obliterated the opposition in this race. We're down to just 4 laps remaining for Darren Owen. Three laps to go for Darren as he begins to catch up with the rest of the field. Having lapped 7:21 Steve Kite, he's had a clear track all of the way as Darren Owen. 2 laps remaining. This is final circuit. Gary Godsman. And there's the checker flag. Number 8 Darren Owen wins the Best of Britain. And just look at the effort put in by 198 Andy Donut Stewart there. Right round the outside of Stuart Wright. And I think he managed to just about claim a 3rd place. What an epic finish. And the way that he ignited the fans here tonight here at Wimbledon just extols just how good a driver he really is. So really all about Darren Owen as far as the big win is concerned. But Graham Boyd, the 2nd place man, and it looks like Andy Donut Stewart may well have just stolen that 3rd place. But it's time for the donuts and the celebratory one by Darren Owen himself. Jamie Johnson spinning over on the far side. And the most famous one of all, Andy Stewart on the infield. A great show put on there.
To finish off the night. Terrific presentation of the top three on its very next.
And we're just looking to confirm those top three, but it looked to have been Darren Owen from Graham Boyd, and just by a nose, Andy Stewart. But we'll just confirm that to you just as soon as we can. Well, I'd just like to say that on behalf of Classic Hot Rod TV, this has been a tremendous season for the Classics. More fans following the formula as we go from season to season, capturing the imagination of race fans young and old, and you can see just why they are proven to be such a popular formula. Well, that was the best of Britain. Congratulations to Darren Owen, and we will see you in 2016.